Thank you. Hi, John. My name is Ron from POCculture.com. It's
What's
such
going
an
on?
honor to speak with you.
Oh, thank you. It's an honor to be here with you.
I appreciate it. My site is all about diversity in pop culture, and your
Awesome.
work has been so important in that area. In the Heights is like the representation movie of the year, at least.
Thank you.
What do you hope that the Latinx community takes away from this film?
I hope that they feel the amount of pride that we felt in Crazy Rich Asians. That surprise of like, oh my gosh, this is how it feels to see yourself as a hero on the screen. This is what it feels like to watch other people who are not like us look up to us up there. Oh, this is what it feels like to see people pull out dollars from their wallets and parking and buying a ticket to see us. Oh, this is what it's like for Hollywood to praise us. This is what it's like for us to be a presence in the movies, something that we grew up loving. And to me, that is the main goal, whether you're Latinx or not, that you get inspired by this and you see other human beings on the other side and you have empathy for them and you root for them.
I love that in this film, you and Lin-Manuel Miranda working together, coming from the Asian and Latinx communities. I think that's so important. How big is it for you to kind of, show that kind of intersectional work and on a project of this scale?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was gonna fly, to be honest. Not when I signed on before Crazy Rich Asians. So at that point, I didn't even think about it. After Crazy Rich Asians, I was like, oh, am I the right person to do this? And so I had a very frank conversation with Lynn, everything on the table, and him and Kiara were like, "You're the guy, John. We're gonna do this together. You're not gonna be alone out there, and we're gonna show you why we love this community, and you're gonna help us communicate that cinematically." And that's what we did, and it was a great show of unity, and I believe that. I also believe that the debate of whether I should have directed this or not is fair, but I do think that I know what I could bring to this table, and I think we did, and for more than anything, I think we created a table that everyone could speak up at. The actors, the crew members, Lynn, Kiara, even more so. And I hope that you see that in the movie. I hope you that reflected in the movie. That I hope I didn't get in the way of the details that were going to make the difference.
Last question. There's a theme about how the next generation sees a future that we don't. Um,
Hmm.
you've done so much to pave the way for diverse creatives. What do you hope for the next directors, writers, and such coming up behind you?
I hope they get to show us the way. I hope that we show them that there's something out there and that they come to us and say, oh, we see what's out there. And we think they're crazy for doing it, but they do it anyway. That's what every generation does. That's why we have that conflict, and that conflict is okay. That's how we make progress. So I'm more excited than anything about these next creators. I mean, they're doing it on TikTok, they're doing it on YouTube, they're doing it on all this stuff. They're doing it like you, starting your own website. To me, that is more brave than I could have been at your age, at any age. It's like that's what we need, and that's our future. And it's so bright. That's why in the end, that little girl looks at the camera. She's the only other character other than Ustadi that looks at the camera, because he even says, "You're it. You're next. Tell our stories. Go."
I love it. John, this conversation means a lot. Your work means a lot. So it's really an honor. Thank you for all that you do.
Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you.
Take care.
Yeah.